Chapter 2, Lesson 2 of Advanced Algebra, looking at functions, linear functions, and we're looking at the equations of linear functions, the three forms. We've looked at standard form, point-slope form, and now in this video we're going to look at slope-intercept form. Remember, we want to know what each form can do for us, and the names tell us that, at least with point-slope and slope-intercept. In slope-intercept form, the slope is given to us, and then the intercept, and we're talking about the y-intercept here. You remember the standard form gives us the ability to determine both the x-intercept and the y-intercept. Slope-intercept form gives us the intercept just by looking at it. Okay, so we have B and M, so we need to know what those letters are and what they represent. In order to use slope-intercept form, we must know, or at least be able to determine, what the slope is. And again, we have the lowercase m, which represents slope, and then we need to know what the y-intercept of the graph is, and that's going to go in for B. M is the slope, B is the y-intercept of the graph, and then here's the key point here about the intercept. You'll notice here that the intercept has this coordinate 0, B, and that's because the y-intercept of every linear equation has an x-coordinate of 0 because it's on the y-axis, and the x-coordinate of the y-axis is 0. So every every intercept, y-intercept, is going to have an x-coordinate of 0. So if you're given the points of a graph, and you'll notice that one of the x-coordinate is 0, you should make the connection that that b, or that y value, is the b, or the y-intercept of the graph. So it's very important that you understand that. Okay. So for example, we want you to write the equation of a line that goes through these 2 points, 0, 7, and -3, -4, and then we want you to put that in slope-intercept form. Now you'll notice right here this has an x-coordinate of 0, so right away I should recognize that this value here is my y-intercept, so that's going to be my b. Now I'm given 2 points, I'm not given the slope, so I'm going to need to calculate the slope, and we're going to calculate the slope again using our slope formula. So y equals mx plus b, I need to know the slope and I need to know the y-intercept. The slope I can calculate by doing y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Make sure you keep these x's and y's together in the same order. So that gives me a slope of 1. The y-intercept is 7 because I know the x-coordinate of all y-intercepts is 0, and so this is my y-intercept. So then I simply need to substitute those values in, 7 for b and 1 for m. Now you'll notice I didn't write the 1 here because we've talked about this early in the year. As a matter of convention, we don't leave a 1 here in our final answer because that can be simplified out. The 1 is there and it's understood to be there even though it's not written. So my equation then would be y equals x plus 7. So that's what slope-intercept form is, and that's how you use it. Check out the next video and we'll show you how to graph those equations then when the equation is in slope-intercept form.